Hey, it's Justin Moore from Trending Family, and here are this week's top 5 trending news that are influencing families. So according to a new research report from JLL, digitally native brands will fuel the next wave of store expansion. So they discussed that e-commerce retailers plan to open 850 stores in the next 5 years. They cited examples like Casper, who's going to open 200 stores within the next 3 years. Adore Me, which is a women's lingerie brand, is going to open 300 stores in the next 5 years. Allbirds, which is a footwear brand, is going to be opening stores. And so James Cook, who is America's Director of Research for Retail at JLL, said that it makes sense that e-commerce retailers that sell apparel and home goods are looking to move into physical stores. Since their products are the type consumers like to inspect in person. And he also mentioned that, as these e-commerce brands mature, they believe that based on their research that those in the apparel and home goods segments will continue making the transition to what they call a clicks to bricks retail format. So the Drum talked about how Reebok is building an in-house influencer marketing team. So Purvi Patel, who is the Senior Manager of Influencer Marketing and Operations at Reebok, is tasked with translating the marketing campaigns into something that influencers can authentically integrate into their content. She mentioned that it's about being less prescriptive and showing that we want to make sure that this influencer likes the product and potentially, in a best case scenario, continues to wear it without any kind of sponsored posts. And I've talked about before how if my wife and I are making, let's say, 30 videos a month on our YouTube channel, maybe 1 or 2 of those are in partnership with the brand. So the vast majority of our content is organic, right? And so we're just wearing our clothes and we're cooking with certain, cooking devices and we're going places. It's all very organic, right? And so that's why it's so important to establish these longer term relationships with influencers that you may have worked with in the past to encourage additional posts that are not sponsored, right? And so she also mentioned that, beyond just fitness influencers, they're trying to broaden, the types of influencers that they're working with. Maybe, lifestyle influencers or fashion influencers for whom fitness is important. And I also would mention maybe family, maybe mom influencers could be pretty powerful here as well. So it'll be interesting to see how Reebok's influencer marketing strategy evolves as they grow their team. So JCPenney is unveiling its newest private brand called Peyton and Parker. It was designed to help moms create effortless yet put together style for the family and home. And they mentioned that Peyton and Parker offers a curated collection inspired by Instagram moments and the beautiful aesthetic created by everyday stylish moms. So Val Harris, who is the Senior VP of Product Development and Design for JCPenney, said that they were inspired to create a line that made it easy for mom to dress her family and decorate her home, creating a picture-perfect moment for all of her social media accounts. So it's pretty interesting to see that JCPenney has tapped into this trend and how important it is for certain consumers that the outfits that they're wearing and how their home looks, how that looks on social media, right? So it'll be really interesting to see how this plays out both offline in their stores as well as DTC. So Supermarket News discussed a new report by Deutsche Bank Securities, which said that Walmart's heavy investment in e-commerce is paying off, and the retail giant could top Amazon in online grocery market share by the end of this year. Paul Trussell, who is a Deutsche Bank analyst, said that given the pace of disruption in the food retail landscape and their framework that the top players will reap the benefits of industry consolidation and increasing adoption of online grocery, they believe that Walmart is best positioned to continue to take both mind and market share going forward. You look at all of the partnerships that Walmart has tried to forge with Uber and Deliv and Postmates and DoorDash, and they've got this new fulfillment center with Jet.com. So there's just a lot of pieces in place that bode really well for Walmart in the long term. And Chain Storage covered that Align Technology, which is famous for its Invisalign clear aligner orthodontics, is going to be opening up 8 brand experience locations at malls or outdoor lifestyle centers by the end of 2018. And interestingly, these locations won't be selling the treatment, but Joe Hogan, who is president and CEO of Align Technology, mentioned that doctors have always been essential to Invisalign treatment. And 21 years later, a doctor's prescription based on an in-person examination remains the only way to deliver Invisalign treatment to a patient, even if a consumer learns about Invisalign brand through new or different ways. And he mentioned that, there's 300 million consumers around the world who can benefit from Invisalign, but they aren't actively seeking treatment. And to reach these consumers, they, need to connect with them where they spend their time on and offline. And these Invisalign experience locations are a new way to do that. Now, I was at VidCon this year. Invisalign had a presence there. I think, of course, the Gen Z demographic is really important to them. So I wouldn't be surprised to see, a lot more influencer marketing strategies to enter into their holistic marketing strategies. So it'll be interesting to see if this pays off for them.